Check this out. The analysts have the answers. It's all happening.
Status selected.
All right, check this out, analysts. It's time for another episode where we shout out and salute all the incredible analysis you all leave each week. Up first, De La Soul Forever. Into the comments. Soup Grammy Rock. De La Soul might have the strongest catalog in hip-hop. No duds, string of classics, always innovative, always their best work. You know what? All things considered, Soup Grammy Rock, they definitely have a strong case. Look, 10 plus releases of innovative, super high quality projects while never breaking up as a group. They have more longevity than just about everybody else and always push the boundaries to the brink of breach. Plus, they arguably created the entire alternative hip hop lane. Love that analysis, Soup Grammy Rock. Soup Grammy Rock. Next, at Max Smart 9116. It was weird being a black kid that grew up around white people that wasn't accepted by the other black kids. De La, along with Tribe and Hyro, helped me feel black pride for just being me and helped me get into hip hop. Adam Marsh 956. Great breakdown, Justin, and a great tribute. I'm a white 25-year-old Australian man and I still grew up with De La. Especially De La Soul is Dead and Stakes is High. So their influence on my life and childhood is undeniable. Hip hop and De La Soul forever. Rest in peace, Dave. De La crossed all boundaries. I appreciate that, Max, and I appreciate you, Adam. Up next, 50 Cent, Master of Reinvention. Now this piece takes a look at how 50 Cent evolved over the course of his career and raises the question as to whether he can recapture that music magic now that he's announced that he's recording with Dr. Dre, doing a track with Nas on King's Disease 4, and recording with Eminem. Here's what you all had to say about it. Into the comments. Buckfast Bjork. What up, Buckfast? A bunch of people think 50 is overrated. I put him in my top 100 favorite rappers of all time, both UK and US and Swedish. And someone said 50 didn't belong, and I remember Fantana always saying that 50 and Get Rich or Die Trying are overrated and not incredible. But if anyone is saying Life's on the Line isn't one of the greatest hip hop tracks of all time, then to quote a very wise man, punch yourself in the face. See, that's why I messes with you, Buckfast Bjork. That's why I messes with you. Here's the thing. There was a few of you in the comments section who was saying that Get Rich or Die Trying is overrated. Now, I'm not sure where y'all are from. I'm just glad I'm not from there. I definitely agree he's a top 100 MC of all time without question. 50's earned that. Top 50? Not quite sure. But thanks for the analysis, Buckfast Bjork. Next, Red General. Really good breakdown, sir, but I'm not sure if 50 really needs to put out another album. He's one of the few artists of his generation who managed to stay relevant by doing other things than music. So in my opinion, his next album should be top tier. Otherwise, it will damage 50's brand. And I'm not sure that 50 Cent got it in him, but I hope for the best. It's a good question, very good question, Red Gen. I'm with you on that. Look, I lean on the fact that the music he's put out through his TV shows has been compelling. But you're right, we're gonna have to wait and see how this plays out. Thanks for the analysis. Up next, rank these rappers. Now, this was a fun conversation between me and Rude Jude on the All Out Show breakdown, where we asked people to rank Black Thought, Pharoah Monch, Mos Def / Yasin Bey, and Ghostface Killah. Now, most of you in the comment section agreed that Pharoah Monch is incredible and also apparently least incredible than everybody else because he was the consistent number 4, except for my man Scotty Rob right here. Scotty Rob feels exactly the same way I do. Into the comments. Scotty Rob 82. Monch is my favorite all time. Not only is his wordplay on another level, but what he rhymes about, it seems like no one else has the mind to think of. Palindrome, Racist, Haile Selassie Karate, Fifth Jungle, and so much more. Plus songs like Fight Club and PTSD help me get through hard times. Plus he can sing too, Scotty Rob. Don't forget the fact that Pharoah Monch can sing too. I implore anyone who hasn't taken the time to really sink into Pharoah Monch, please do so. If you do not do so, punch yourself in the face. You Call That a Knife 253. You Call That a Knife. I remember that movie. That was a good movie. I think that is a Crocodile Dundee reference, if I'm not mistaken. You call that a knife? This is a knife. That was my Australian accent. Here's what You Call That a Knife says. If you're talking catalog, then I have to go with Black Thought. Those Roots albums are basically solo joints, just in band form, and there are no bad Roots albums. For raw rhyming ability, it's Pharoah Monch. He's as rappy as anyone to ever touch a mic, and his extended metaphors are wild. Ghost is the best storyteller, and honestly, I think the most entertaining and idiosyncratic of the group. Like they mentioned, Ghost is just fun. I'd also argue he has the second best catalog. Yasin Bey is the hardest one to discuss because he's good at everything, but not quite the best at anything. He's like Super Skrull. He's got all the powers, but isn't better than any one hero. Also, The Ecstatic should be considered a classic, and it's a shame it's not on Spotify. My list would probably go Black Thought, Ghostface Killah, Yasin Bey, Pharoah Monch. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at any of these lists for this section because all these artists are so incredible. To me, the real only difference between these four is preference. Can't be mad at that. Up next, Fountain Full of Idiots. Remember that one time Young Thug was on trial in the courtroom facing RICO charges and one of his co-defendants tried to pass him a Percocet while he was in the courtroom? That's what this episode was about. YSL continues to make the wrong decisions. This piece looked at that case, that particular moment, court cam style. A lot of you guys had a bunch of very impactful, very in-depth, very mature analysis. But this one right here from my man Eastside resonates with me the most. It's gonna be our last one for the day. And I think this is a lasting feeling I tend to have as I think about Hip Hop 50. Here's what Eastside said. It never ceases to amaze me how a lot of rappers can just not stop the street stuff. Young Thug had pretty much crossed over and was becoming a big star, not just in rap, but in pop music. And instead of getting out of the life and moving beyond it, he kept it up. He's potentially throwing the rest of his career away in prison and millions of dollars away because he want to still be street. I love my freedom way too much to ever get involved in gang stuff. I'm not a child and nobody's going to tell me when to go to bed or use the bathroom. Hopefully young guys see this as a warning and get smarter. Fans see this and stop encouraging behavior that keeps guys doing things that can put them in prison. But I won't hold my breath. I won't hold my breath. I wouldn't hold my breath either if I were you, Eastside Reviews. And a lot of you in the comment section who left analysis on this story had a very similar sentiment to what Eastside Reviews just said. You guys ain't holding your breath either. A lot of times I feel like knowledge has become the forgotten element of hip hop. What are the chances that this Young Thug case actually becomes a cautionary tale? I don't have the answer to these questions.
Static Selector.
Another Saturday, another TBD. Thank you guys for rocking with me each week. I really appreciate it. I do these episodes once a quarter just to say thank you and to point out all the incredible analysis you guys drop each week. And also as a thank you to the analysts who help support this mission each week by donating to the Linktree. It's priceless and I thank you. We'll be back next week with a fresh episode. I have been working on this one particular story for a few weeks now. So I'm excited to roll it out for next week. But as always, my name is Justin Hunte. Like and subscribe to the channel. Follow @TheCompanyMan on everything. I had to find my mug. Found it. It's all happening.